Alright, good morning everyone. Now we're going to move on to question 13. Now there are 80 coins in a purse made up of 20 cents, 50 cents and $1 coins. 32 coins were $1 coins. The ratio of the number of 50-cent coins to the number of 20-cent coins was 5:7. How much money was there in the purse? So as usual, whenever I go through in class, I would ask of you to change all these words into something easier to understand, something with fewer words, either through a model or through some form of representation. Don't ever leave the questions blank, even when you're not entirely sure what to do. So first thing, let's put it out on paper here in ratio, since the question is about ratio. They say that what do we know as of now? We know that the ratio of the number of 50-cent coins to the number of 20-cent coins is 5:7. But we do not know the ratio of the $1 coins to the rest of the coins. We also do not know what is the ratio of the total number of coins to the rest. Now that is a problem, but not to worry. Just write down whatever you know first in a simple to understand way. Next, we also know the exact number of coins for some of the coins. We know that there are 32 $1 coins. We know that there are 80 coins altogether. But we do not know how many 50-cent coins are there. We do not know how many 20-cent coins are there. This may seem difficult because you may find this portion here difficult because this part is not linked to this part. You cannot link, you don't know how many 50-cent coins are there or how many 20-cent coins are there to find this out. But do you think you can find out how many 50 and 20-cent coins are there? Clue comes from this part. Yes, you can. All you need to do is to subtract the total number of coins, which is 80, by the number of $1 coins, and you have 48 coins. And these 48 coins represent the number of 50 cents and 20-cent coins. So in one group, there is one group. In one group of 50-cent and 20-cent coins, there are 12 coins. 5 plus 7. You see this, right? 5 plus 7. Now, they are all together. If we can find out how many groups of coins there are, this will help us to get to 48. So, since there are 48 coins for 50 cents and 20-cent coins, and in each group there are 12, I simply divide 48 by 12. I know there are 4 groups of 50 cents and 20-cent coins. This tells me that, okay, all I need to do is multiply by 4 then. If I multiply 5 units of 50-cent coins by 4, there should be 20 50-cent coins. If I multiply 7 parts of 20-cent coins by 4, there should be 28 20-cent coins. Now just to be sure, we're going to check. 20 plus 28 is 48. 48 plus 32 is 80. Yes, our checking is correct. Tells us that these numbers are correct. And once we know this, we can easily find out how much money was in the purse. There are 20 50-cent coins, there are 28 20-cent coins, and there are 32 $1 coins. Alright, then we just add up this together and we'll have 4,760 cents, which is the same as $47.60. Now let's go on to question 14. There are 120 bean bags in the basket. 30 are red, the rest are blue and green. The ratio of the number of blue beanbags to the number of green beanbags is 3:2. So what fraction of the beanbags in the basket is green? As I've always said, let's represent whatever we know from all these huge number of words into something simpler. This is a ratio question. Let's represent what we know in ratio. We know that there are blue beanbags, green beanbags, red beanbags, and that's the total number of beanbags. We also know that the ratio of the blue to the green beanbags is 3:2. We do not know how many red beanbags are in this ratio are there. We also do not know the ratio of the total to the green and the blue beanbags. But we do know that there are 120 beanbags. And we also know that there are 30 red beanbags. Now this ratio looks pretty much like the previous one, where we do not know the numbers here, the exact numbers of blue and green beanbags. And we do not have the ratio of the rate to the total number of beanbags, but we do have these figures to help us. So how can we find out then the number of blue and green beanbags? You can pause the video here for a while as you think about it. Alright, I'm sure you have gotten it. You just need to subtract 120, the total, with the number of red beanbags, and you'll get 90 beanbags. These will represent the blue and green beanbags. As you can see, blue and green beanbags consist of a total of 5 units. So 5 units is equivalent to 90 beanbags. Can you find out what is 1 unit? Definitely. Just divide 90 by 5 and you'll get 18 beanbags. They ask you to find out the fraction of the beanbags that are green. So green beanbags will be 2 units. So let's find out what is 2 units. And you know that there are 36 green beanbags. Now this is not the end, we're almost there. What fraction of the beanbags in the basket is green? So I need to know the number of green beanbags divided by all the beanbags. That will be 36 divided by 120, which will give us 3/10. And that is the answer. Let's go on to question part B. Now, what is the ratio of the number of blue beanbags to the number of red beanbags to the number of green beanbags? There are 3 parts that you must compare here. Blue to red to green. So let's try to do this. So far we know that there are 3 parts to 2 parts. Alright, and we do not know this, but we know these numbers. We also know that there are 36 green beanbags now. Okay, now if 36 green beanbags, we can find out the number of blue very simply. Just subtract 120, the number of red beanbags, to the number of green beanbags, and we get 54 blue beanbags. Now the next step is very simple. Let's express them all in ratio. First, write down the numbers and simplify them to get 9:6:5. Is this the answer? Be very careful. Question says blue is to red is to green. Mine is blue is to green is to red. So I just have to rewrite this. Blue is to red is to green. Let's check. Blue, red, green. Okay, and then that's the answer. Alright, I'll share the other videos later in the afternoon. All the best.